When it comes to crypto, it's always hard to tell when is it a good time to go in and when is a good time to sell. For example, Bitcoin right now is below 100k for the first time in half a year, and it feels a bit bad. Price is down, it used to be at 125, so what should we do? And the answer is simple. Always do the opposite of what the market does. When it goes up, that's when you sell. When it goes down, that's when you buy. Because how do you make profit? By getting in low. Now, while you can make like 30, 40, 50% on Bitcoin alone, which is better than anything in traditional finance, some of the best options in crypto are pre-sales and ICOs. And while I covered a couple of them recently, this one fits even better into what I personally invest into and hold long term, as it's focused on Base. Base as a chain is like Ethereum, but a lot better. And we're going to cover the ICO on current pre-sale for BasePerp, which is a next-gen perpetual decentralized exchange built on Base, with their BasePerp token being in public sale right now. Now, the way it is in pre-sales, the current stage at which you can get the token is at 0.172 cents, with the next stage being at 0.181 cents, so that alone is like 5 or 6% higher. And as we move from stage to stage, the token price increases. Now here's the important thing, why this one positions itself pretty well. First of all, when market is down, that's when you buy, because gains are made in that case. Second of all, Ethereum, when that launched back in 2015 at the beginning, during their ICO phase, I think you could buy this for like 70 cents. As it turns out, that would have been a pretty good investment back then. And number 3, we have seen recently for both Uniswap as well as Aerodrome, which is focused on Base, not just the 77777, which is a pretty good sign in market cap, but also an increase of I think like 80% in one single week as we're heading towards out season eventually. Now for different dexes that we have seen, Hyperliquid is still in the top 11 with over $12 billion in market cap alone. And we have seen with Aster and other ones that came after how profitable but also useful those perpetual dexes are. If you would have gotten that when it came out at $3, that would have been a almost 20x until the all-time high. If you would have gotten in at the pre-sale stage or the ICO stage, then that increase of 1000% would be even higher. On top of that, even though it doesn't feel exactly like a bull market based on price, we always want to see the community sentiment, whether things are looking out bullish or bearish, as that is a good indicator long term. As well as whenever the fear and greed index sits on one side of the extreme, you know it's going to swing back. Now recently, Brian Armstrong as well, the Coinbase CEO, stated that token sales are not just back, but also saying that doing it right matters for everyone, the issue, the buy and all of crypto. It's about time teams have a way to do it right, which again is bullish news for crypto as a whole. Then with CZ, Mr. Binance guy himself, disclosing that he bought Aster as well, using his own money on Binance to simply buy and hold. You would like to think that people who have billions of dollars or hundreds of millions, like Alex Becker for example, they get to a certain position of wealth by usually being right long term. And there's a quote that says, "Men who think in decades are dangerous." So if we simply zoom out and we don't focus on the past month, but we focus on the past year, where we are up 7-8%, and the all-time high, and the past 2 years, in which we're up by like a 3x on Bitcoin alone, on a long enough time frame, things work out well. And the more capital somebody has, the more long-term vision they acquired, making me think that, yet again, even though sentiment is a bit down, long-term things go up. So if you build something while things are moving up, you're moving up with it, catching that momentum. And all I can say is, when I saw Aster getting launched around 10 cents, I thought, you know, it can't go that high. And then it did. Actually, I made a video on this like 5 months ago. I wish I would have gotten into this more back then. But you know, there are always second chances. So now what do you do once you made some money in Aster? Once you made some money in Bitcoin? You usually convert that into stablecoins, USDT, USDC, and hold that until the next opportunity comes along. And with recent pre-sales, ICOs, Coinbase launching things, and Base as a chain growing steadily, BasePerp might be next. It's true on-chain trading with 100% transparency, self-custody, instant settlement, Base powered. Overall, if you ever used Base as a chain compared to ETH, this is so much faster. Fees are basically zero, everything is instant. Much more convenient and user-friendly. So if we see massive crypto adoption for like Web2 users, they might use things that are built with ETH, with their EVM, but then probably go to something like Base as a chain due to all the upsides, which then means when people trade and they want to use Base for that, what perpetual DEX are they going to use? Maybe one that is engineered for traders and designed for transparency, with zero fees, no upfront cost, with fees only applying to profitable positions. They're going to launch their product soon and have it just like on Hyperliquid when it comes to perpetual trading, up to 100x leverage with on-chain security, with the co-founder of BitMEX even saying that perps are the purest form of crypto No custody, programmable liquidity, that's how the money flows. This market still has a 50x runway. I like to think the same for like crypto as a whole. For example, if we look at different categories and you'd look at gaming, in the short term, this is going down a market cap, but once GTA 6 and other games launch, this probably gets a couple digits to it, considering that most people game, and it's definitely underrepresented, just like this market. Now, I will have a link down below in order to join the presale, but in short, you connect your wallet, in my case MetaMask, and you can then see on the token page the current price per token, the next stage, of what price it goes to, as well as how many funds are raised. Over 500,000 so far, with 6.4 billion tokens in total supply fixed at TGE. 1/4 of that, 25% for the public sale, 15% for liquidity provisions and market making, 16% for the core team and early contributors, with a 4 months cliff as well as 36 months of vesting, and no unlock at TGE. Same for growth and ecosystem and community and operations and airdrop and bug bounties. None of those are unlocked at TGE. It's only going to be the liquidity provision and market making as well as the public sale, with only a percentage of that unlocked, making sure that it's laid out to be here for long term. Now to buy the token, once you're connected, you can select a bunch of different chains. We have ETH, we have BNB, Polygon, AVAX, USDT on different networks. You can even use Shiba if you hold some of that. Let's say you would use ETH. You can then select the chains that are available for that. Makes the most sense to use Base with the lowest fees available. Let's say you were to put in 1 ETH as an example. So about $3,100 something, depending on the current price. And of course, the current round value per token. You would then get 1.86 million tokens, which means if it goes to the same valuation as Hyperliquid, which is at 12 point something billion, then it would not just be worth $2 per token. So this would turn into $3.7 million. But because most tokens are locked as well, the price will be even higher, closer to like $8 to $9 per token if it goes to the current valuation of Hyperliquid. Give or take, you get the math. Now there are also different levels of additional bonuses. Let's use USDT to make it as simple as it gets. At $50 you would get 4%, at $500 you will get 10%, and at 2.5k you would get the max amount of bonuses of 13% in additional tokens. They have some more details in their white paper as well. I will leave that link down below. And with ICOs being on the forefront of crypto again, with the Coinbase ICO for Monad, for example, we're seeing more and more influx of people and traders getting into this side of crypto. I will leave links to everything down below. If there are any questions, let me know. And again, for crypto as a whole, it's always easy to get lost in the current price and current market dynamics. When we're up and down a couple percent, oh no, we fell below 100k. If you zoom out, and then you zoom out some more, things are going up. I still think that in 2026, maybe even December of this year, we will see like 130k in Bitcoin up to 150k. And with the release of GTA 6 and more things becoming digital and Web3 based, I think it's a good thing to get into long term. So if you're here to hold or to get into projects that build the entire time, have their ICO, and you get the tokens, then bull run continues, then you ride this wave up until the top. Just don't forget to sell in the future. So for other ICOs that are built on a similar premise, it might go in a similar fashion. Not financial advice, obviously. Links to everything down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.